All right, welcome to today's explainer. Ever looked at a high-end fashion label and thought, man, I'd love to build something exactly like that? Well, you are in the perfect place. We're going to break down a complete data-backed playbook on how to build a premium fashion brand literally from scratch. Let's decode the luxury fashion world together, shall we? Okay, let's jump right in and shatter a pretty glamorous illusion right off the bat. There's this huge myth out there that getting into fashion is purely about sketching cool clothes. But honestly, the reality is it's entirely about understanding your market first. Without that groundwork, even the absolute best designs just aren't going to sell. So your first major mindset shift, stop thinking just like a designer and start thinking like a meticulous market researcher. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the premium fashion reality, then move into doing the necessary groundwork. After that, we'll cover production and premium branding, followed by launching and scaling up, and we'll wrap it all up with the ultimate brand philosophy. All right, part one, the premium fashion reality. Now, this might be a tough pill to swallow for some of you, but the data is super clear. If you're based in a rural area or a small town, you might actually need to pack up and relocate to a bigger city. The real paying market for premium fashion, it thrives in major urban hubs. We're talking places like Lahore, Islamabad, and Karachi. You really, truly have to be physically where your high-end consumer lives. Moving on to part two, doing the necessary groundwork. Okay, before you even think about stitching a single piece of fabric, our playbook outlines three crucial sequential steps. These are going to set you apart from the thousands of brands that frankly end up failing. Step one is observation. Step two is getting your hands dirty in the actual industry. And step three is picking one highly specific niche. Let's break these down. Step one takes exactly 1 month. And honestly, this is a totally non-negotiable amount of time just to observe successful brands. For 30 whole days, no designing, you're basically going to be professionally stalking these brands. You need to meticulously analyze their fits, their color palettes, the packaging, their Instagram pages, the whole shebang. Absorb exactly how they present themselves before you ever try to replicate that magic. Right, so after your month of observation, you need some real-world experience, and it's actually highly recommended that you go work for a garment business. Even if the pay is terrible, look at it this way. It's a paid education. You're learning stitching, fabrics, and maybe most importantly, customer psychology. Hearing firsthand what customers actually complain about, that is going to save you thousands of dollars down the road. Once you've got that hands-on education, it's time to pick your niche. But listen, here is the catch. Do not try to sell everything to everyone. You got to pick one highly specific lane. Maybe you focus entirely on premium oversized t-shirts, or maybe old money style shirts, or luxury Eastern wear. It's that extreme specialization that instantly creates a premium perception. So think about it. You've moved to the city, done your month of intense observation, learned the trade secrets on the job, and picked your super specific niche. Which brings us to the million-dollar question. Are you ready to actually make the clothes? Let's pivot into the really fun part, the execution phase. Part 3, production and premium branding. Now, you might think you need some massive manufacturing setup right out of the gate. No way. Owning a factory initially is actually a massive distraction. Instead, you want to find reliable suppliers and outsource the production. Why? Because it allows your absolute #1 obsession to be strict quality control. You want to be the gatekeeper of quality, not some stressed out factory manager worrying about broken machines. And while that production is happening in the background, you have got to build an expensive visual identity. Look, to charge premium prices, every single touch point of your brand has to scream luxury. We're talking a truly premium logo, totally unforgettable packaging for that classy unboxing moment, a flawlessly clean Instagram aesthetic, and cinematic reels. It has to look top tier. Which brings us to part 4. Launching and scaling up. Launching a premium brand is basically a cycle, and here are the final 3 steps of the playbook. Step 1, launch a very small, exclusive collection. Step 2, execute some incredibly luxurious marketing to push it. And step 3, take whatever money you make and immediately reinvest that profit directly back into the brand. Let's talk about the size of that first collection for a second, 20 to 30. That's it. That is the absolute maximum number of designs you should launch with. The data shows a really fascinating trend here. These days, low-quantity premium brands actually grow way faster, simply because scarcity builds intense desire. Once you have those 20 to 30 pieces locked in, we hit the most aggressive phase, Marketing. You've got to utilize TikTok, Instagram Reels, and niche influencers. But your secret weapon? It's your aesthetic. If your visuals look genuinely luxurious, you don't even have to force a hard sell. The luxurious visuals do all the heavy lifting for you, drawing the exact right audience right to your page. And hey, when those first sales finally start rolling in, do not go blow that profit on a flashy watch or a fancy car. Seriously, you must reinvest that money directly back into three specific things: more stock, better ads, and even stronger branding. Reinvesting is the exact fuel you need to take a brand from a small local level and scale it into a massive national powerhouse. And finally, part 5, the ultimate brand philosophy. I want to wrap up this explainer with an absolutely incredible quote straight from our source material. A premium brand is not built only with clothes. It is built with lifestyle, presentation, and trust. And honestly, that is the ultimate takeaway here. Literally anyone can stitch some fabric together, but it's your visual presentation, that aspirational lifestyle you showcase, and the deep trust you build through relentless quality control that makes people truly proud to wear your label. So as you process this playbook and gear up for your own journey, ask yourself, beyond just the fabric, what kind of lifestyle and what kind of trust are you ready to build? Thanks so much for hanging out with me to explore this blueprint and keep learning.